one other entity I forgot to thank, and I'm like, oh, we should probably thank the City of Austin for giving us funding to help produce these beautiful issues and have these events and be part of the community. So thank you, City of Austin. Next, I'd like to bring up our featured artist for this issue, Alyssa Surabian. So we've got her wonderful cover art. We've got some plates that sadly cannot print in color, but we have this beautiful display up here. And again, yes, all of these are for sale and very reasonably priced, considering that they're all etched wood and paint, which I don't have much training in art, but I imagine that's a lot of work and training and skill to have to come by. And I'm really excited to be hosting her work. Ignacio and I had such a fun time setting up, deciding on the cover art, deciding on the sequence that all the paintings would appear in. So I'd like to welcome Alyssa up to talk about her art a little bit.
Thank you so much to Borderlands for having me as the artist. It's really awesome. I had no idea that this magazine existed, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it now, and I'm really grateful and honored. So I've been a painter for a really long time. I don't know when I started, I was really young. But it was probably 5 years ago that I started doing what you see over there, which is a combination of wood burning and painting. And that happened when I met my husband, who's a custom furniture maker. So I guess I kind of got inspired watching him make really beautiful things out of wood, and I wanted to do my own version of that. So I would see in the burn pile these amazing pieces of curly maple or bird's eye maple or cherry that he was just going to burn. I was like, I'm crazy. So I would rescue them, kind of, and I would draw on them, and I would see things. I would see like clouds or a landscape or figures, and at the time I was sort of dabbling in wood burning. So that's what I was kind of drawing on the pieces. And I really, I don't consider myself to be like a classic wood burner with really fine details. Like if you see like, like a lion's head that's very realistic looking, I don't do that. But I would outline and I would sort of trace what I saw. And then I added paint because that's what I felt really comfortable doing, and that's what I knew. So that's kind of where the two met. And I really loved it, and I realized that wood makes a really cool canvas in a way. So the paint is, it's sort of unpredictable what it will do with the paint. So I try to use curly maple like the mermaids. It sort of has a fluid look to it and water look to it. So that's watercolor that I use on that, so that the grain shows and it gives that effect. And over the years, it's sort of changed and sort of transitioned and transformed what I do. So I'll use more acrylic now to get bolder colors. So the boy fishing is that's all acrylic. But I left some wood on the outside so you could see that it was done on wood. So, and it's a very sensory kind of experience. So you smell the wood when you're burning it, and you feel the texture of the wood, and the heat of the burning. The pen gets really hot, and then adding the color. It's the visual aspect of that I really love. So it's been a really fun, challenging kind of experiment that I've tried to do to try to make beautiful things out of these scraps of wood that are going to get burned. So, and he also makes the frames, which are pretty amazing. Yeah, and I also live out in the country, and so I'm constantly inspired. I'll just be driving on the road home, and I'll take a picture and then paint that, and that's sort of how I have this need to sort of document my life in my own way. So, reading or hearing these poems is really amazing, and I sort of realize, oh, okay, I kind of do my own version of expressing my life and what I see and feel. So, yeah, if anyone has any questions for me later or want to talk to me about my work, I'd love to talk to you. And, so thank you again for having me here. This has been awesome.